This vlog series is going to be all about chest. I'm going to be having chest and back. I do like a push-pull kind of setup. And this is going to be the road to 405 pounds on bench. A weight I've never achieved, a weight I've always aspired to achieve. Today I'm going to show you where I'm at in this journey. What my body composition looks like. And I'm going to give you first-hand experience on how to get to that 405. Every man wants to have a big bench, a very strong bench. It's a symbolism of strength. So if I can help you guys get there, you know, that's me achieving my goal. Because I aspired to get to 315 before this new goal, and I hit 315 about a week ago, and the past 2 weeks I've been hitting it. So I feel confident today that I'm gonna hit 315. Shouldn't be a problem. So I just want to show where I'm at. If I don't hit it, you know, sometimes you have bad weeks, sometimes you have good weeks, but I feel confident that I should be able to hit that. I might even try 325. But we'll see how long it takes me to get to that 405. You know, I anticipate my goal is going to be 10 pounds per month. I should be able to add 10 pounds per month to my bench. I've done it before. But you know, life gets in the way sometimes. You know, people have kids. I don't, but you know, I have other things in my life that get in the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that nothing gets in my way. And if anything does get in my way, I'm going to run them over like a fucking train. Woo. Camera tip. Get that lean. Hopefully my car isn't too loud. She roaring. The holidays are upon us. No shave November. You better not be shaving your face. You better be keeping that beard. Keep it for the ladies. And shout out to all the people that don't have a family. You know, I know there's a lot of people that are going to be sharing Thanksgiving with their family, and we'll get to execute on this plan to get to 405, we have to remind ourselves of a game plan. We have to draw out a game plan on how we're going to get that. You need a roadmap to get to that goal. And I actually printed out my workout so that you guys can see how I'm going to stack up. That guy just ran through that. How I stacked up my workout and how I'm going to get there. And I have found a way to push past a plateau. Everyone knows the infamous plateau when you work out for a couple months, you're getting all these fucking gains, and then all of a sudden you can't get past a certain weight. And I actually found out why that is. People only focus on one aspect. They either focus on the aspect of power, or they only focus on the aspect of endurance. And I found out that you actually have to work all of it, and you have to also work out muscles that help the lift. So bench is not just strictly a chest workout. It's a chest, a tricep, and those are the main characters when it comes to working out the bench. But you also work your back, you work your abs. You know, those are supporting muscle groups that have to be strong to have a very strong bench. Now, currently I weigh about I would say a few days ago I weighed myself and I was about 177. It said 183, but I had my belt, my wraps. You know, I was like, you know what, keep them on, make myself feel better. And I was 183, so I'm thinking take off 5 pounds, you know, that should be around 177. And you know, we'll go in there today, we'll show the scale, we'll show the body composition, we'll go through the whole workout together. And we got it right here, and I'll show you that once we get inside. And I even have the weights that I've been lifting, and I have those written in here, and I'll show you how that's stacked up. Anytime fitness anytime you want. Hell yeah, the way I like it. Let's see what I look like. This is no pump. Don't know how I'm going to do this with no shirt. Wrap it around the neck. Clip it on my beard. That'll work. Oh, hell yeah. All right, so I'm no bodybuilder. And the light, I don't know if the light's any good. I got that fat that I need to get rid of, and also work the abs to be bigger, to protrude. You know how we talked about not being able to dictate where the fat comes from. My white pasty ass. Let's see if we can get some leg. Trying to think of other poses. Not really experienced with it, but we're just here to show where we're at. My biggest goal is to build a bigger chest. I'm kind of lacking in the chest department. It's always been one of my biggest struggles. And I want to remove fat from the stomach so I can have some nice abs. Like I have some good abs. It's definitely whitewashed by my skin, but got that chub. I never really had at a younger age. I've been a hard gainer, so this could be a good video for people that have a hard time getting gains. You know, these people that are lightweight, you know, I'm one of those lightweight people. Skinny, can't put on the weight, will drink as many protein shakes as you possibly can, never gain an ounce. Pretty much just pooping that stuff out. And I honestly, I don't even recommend drinking protein shakes unless you're like dieting or, you know, just like a supplement. Like the true definition of a supplement. You're just adding to your meal, and I would suggest adding oatmeal to it because your body's going to have a hard time processing that protein because it's in a liquid form, versus like a steak that will just sit in your stomach. You're going to be able to get the majority of that protein. So just something to think about as you spend your money on supplements. What kind of supplements are going to be the biggest bang for your buck? I really don't think that protein powder is going to be it. I recommend creatine or nitric oxide. You know, those things have been always very effective for me. And one thing that I'm going to be doing today and for every workout is I'm going to be stretching. A lot of people don't stretch, and I'm at the age now that if I do not stretch, I'm going to get hurt. I pulled the lower muscle. I pulled a muscle in my lower back, and I took 2 days off. And today feels just a little tender, not much. I don't think it's going to affect how this goes today, but we'll find out. Back roll. Decompress that spine. Morning to anyone that has long hair. We get caught up in the glutes. Because you never know how to as you tighten up everything, you might activate those muscles. Make sure you roll the joints activated. Actually, not like this in the military. Get these joints all activated. The knees working. Do half circles. Don't do full. The hips and the shoulders and the neck aren't designed for that, to do full circles. So you do halves. That's why it's so bad for baseball players when they go over like that. Just keep it underneath. Never throw over. For that. I can't tell you how many times I've actually pulled on the traps just from squeezing. You'll be doing bench and you'll pull a trap muscle. You'll be wondering why. So here's the workout split that I have. So today I'm going to do chest and back, and you'll notice that I separate it by power exercise, volume exercise, and bank. Power exercise is going to be where I'm going to be focusing on power and ramping up and then coming back down. And then volume is going to be more of like isolated machines and going with a lighter weight, but going to failure at a higher rep range. And then bank is just other exercises I can do that I favor, and I can swap them in as I please. So currently, this is my stack up. Got bench, incline bench, dips, dumbbell bench. And then for the volume, it's just isolated, isolated machine press, just to fatigue out the chest to get it pumped. And then down here, we have the back. And so we have the dumbbell rows, reverse flies, and Y flies. Now the reverse flies and Y flies, I don't know if that's what you call them, I superset them together, so that's gonna be more of a volume exercise. So I'm gonna move it down to there. And so we have the iso lat pull down, pull ups, and the lower back raises. Now, how I do these exercises, you'll see that on this compound exercise on the bench,
I have strength, power, and practice. So strength is going to be where I focus on 8 to 12 reps per set. So typically people go for 10, and I used to go for 10 all the time. But what I found is the body doesn't know numbers. So what you have to do is if you land on 8, the weight is, pretty heavy. It's kind of like an indicator having a range. So at 8 reps, if I gas out, then I know the weight is pretty heavy and I need to practice with it. But if I hit 10, then I know that I just need to keep on going with that weight. That's the weight I should be at. And then if I hit 12, then I know it's light and I need to go up in weight and I need to increase it. And I usually always increase the weight by 5 on each side. So a total of 10. I never mess around with the 2.5s. That's just air. Once I do that set, I'll move up to power. And power is going to be, you have to practice with different weights. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. So you have to get the body used to a heavier weight. So this is the key on how to get past a plateau. So if you're constantly working that strength at 245 and you're always hitting 10, you're never going to go past that. I mean, maybe on the first 3 months that you work out, you might go up. And then all of a sudden you're going to hit that plateau because your body is used to that 245 at 10 reps. Your body knows, hey, we're going to do this weight, 10 reps, and you're going to be good. I don't have to go past that. And so your body will never adapt. So having that rep range between 8 to 12 will get you past that. But if you don't keep on pushing and increasing weight and get your body used to that heavier weight, then you're not going to go up. So having a set where you increase it past the point, so going to a power set, which the rep range would be 4 to 6. So it's going to put more stress on the ligaments, the tendons, and the body's going to go into like a shock and be like, wow, this is some heavy weight. I need to be prepared for this kind of weight in the future. So eventually that power weight's going to be in the strength category once you're able to rep it out. And then lastly is, I always practice with a weight for max. So you have to listen to your body. So this is all about listening to your body. You have to, whenever you're maxing, if you're starting to feel, pain, kind of back off for a week or two and then go back to practicing with it. Because if you want to be able to max out, you have to max out. You can't just never max out and think that your max out's ever going to go up. And to put that kind of stress on your body, so me putting 315 on the bar, it's very taxing on my body, but my body has to get used to that weight if I'm ever going to get to that weight. So putting it on there, having someone spot you, and just doing 1 rep. There's been multiple times where I failed, and I just try it the next week. So last week and the week before, I was successful at doing 315, and we'll see if I'm able to do that today.
Get a little nice warm up. could have pushed 2 more reps. Okay. All right. Now we're on a working set. Goal is to get 8 to 12. Let's see where we're at. We did 8. We got a good weight on there. We did 10. We're working on it. We did 12. We need to go up. Felt fucking good. Lightweight babies. Alright, now we're on our power set. This is 4 to 6. This will indicate where we're at on our power. So, not only does it indicate where we're at in our power, but it also indicates our endurance. I could feel that I was losing gas at 4, but I had the power to lift and keep going. But sometimes your strength will be determined by endurance. So you have to work on both. You have to work on both. You cannot work just on power, you can't just work on endurance. And right there, I was able to get to that 6, which is good. So I'm gonna go to 3 plates and just put it up, and we'll see if that's where I stand on power. Yeah, let me fight for it. Don't grab it. You go ahead, you good? You got it? You got it? Ready? Seriously? Come on. Come on, come on. Good. Alright, so we hit the 315. Happy with that. My next goal is going to be 325. I'm not going to push the video too long. I want to get these other workouts in, so I'm going to cut this one short because I'm running out of storage on my phone. So live and learn. I'll get better at these videos as I go, but let's power through. So after the warm-up, we did the strength reps, we did power reps, and then we have to practice with our 1 rep max. You have to get your joints, your ligaments, and your muscles all used to that heavy weight, that 315. I have to have my body ready for that kind of weight, kind of shock my body into wanting to adapt to go higher. If I'm gonna get to 405, I have to load this bar and put my body under that stress. But as you can tell with that 315, endurance is a big thing. To be able to bring that weight down and to power up, you have to have the endurance to fight through it. So endurance is going to be a key thing. So now we We tiered up, and now we're going to tier down. We're going back to my strength set. So I'm going to hit this one time, and then I'm going to do a burnout. So we're going to be working on endurance now to build up that big bench. So we're back to 8 to 12 reps on this. If I hit this 12 times, that's an indicator I have to go up in weight, and everything will follow suit. So my strength sets are what's going to determine what weight we're going to be going up. It's all about listening to the body. That's 12 sets. Now, I recommend always burning out, but that's telling me that it's too light. So next week, I'm going to write down that we're going to be going up 5 pounds on each side, 10 pounds total. So we're going to have 15. So that'd be a total of 255. 255 we'll be repping out. And then you might ask, what dictates the power set? So I always do 15 more. So you saw that I was doing 245. So if I put 15 on each side, 30 pounds, it'd be 275. And then for the burnout set, I'll go ahead and I'll reduce it by 10 or 15 pounds on each side to burn out. So I only reduced it by 10 pounds each side. I'm going to burn out. And on a burnout, I try to hit between 13 to 16 in that range. And we're trying to go to failure on every single fucking set. We want to fail. We're not here to win. We're here to push ourselves to failure so that we can get better. Oh shit, oh my god. So I gassed out, and you can see that my endurance ain't as good as it should be. We're getting there, our strength is there. But technically, I went a little bit more, so I can't really down myself. So this actually helped. I didn't go down 15 on each side, I went down 10. And I hit like 11 or 12. And a good way to self-spot yourself, you can see what I did, is towards the end I was getting fatigued. And if I would have done one more, that bar would have been stuck on my chest. And I don't have a spotter, so I'll rack it. I'll let that lactic acid kind of separate from the muscle, kind of get oxygen back to the muscle since it pushed it all out. And then I'll do one more, just one more rep, just to conclude it. With a warm up, 15-pound dumbbells.
I'm sorry to inform you that this dumbass forgot to buy an external charger for his phone and he lost recording during this broadcast, so you won't be able to see the rest of his workout. Tune in next week for his workout.
Juicy.